It is Terrain and Treasure Trove Tuesday. I'm Gunter with MiniMishaps Games, and today I'm going to be painting up a fire pit. Make sure to stick around until the end of the video, and I'll be letting you know what we're painting up for next week. Previously on Terrain Tuesday, just kidding, it's our first Terrain Tuesday. So this is going to be a series, and we're going to try and do something with decorations or terrain every week. And so we'll be doing the first one today is going to be the campfire. Now this campfire, I don't know what it's made out of, but this plastic is paint phobic and hydrophobic, and so the first attempts at painting this just ran right off into the tray. Didn't stick at all. And then if you remember we did a chemistry challenge where we tried using food dye, and it worked spectacularly to dye the were-rat pink. Well, the food coloring dye didn't work. We tried that too, and it didn't stick. And so I had to up to the next level of primer. And so what we have here in the video is the white is when the paint is still running off of it, and then the gray is after the primer. And I was worried that the primer was going to fill in too many of the details because it's a thicker primer that's meant to be able to go on any plastic or resin or metal or wood or anything else. But it did just fine, and it got it to where I could actually start painting the fire. So we did a couple of different washes for the main part of the grass. So we did the primer is gray, and then we did green and brown washes to make the ground look like ground. We did a couple of different colors of brown to bring those logs alive, because in actual stacked up logs, the part where it's been cut generally is lighter than the outside part of the bark. And so we hit a couple of those. The flat surfaces you could tell were chopped by an axe with a lighter brown. For the fire, I actually double loaded the brush triple loaded the brush with black, red, and yellow, and then did the same technique that I used in creating the lava hellhound. It turned out really great. I really like the way that it turned out. For the rocks, I did a little bit of red at the base, and I blended that up with the light gray so that it would both have some of the light from the fire and also some of the brightness reflecting off the rock. So, and then I did the opposite side with a black and blue, basically between a paint and a wash, enough to darken the gray a little bit, but it didn't really coat it like paint would. So here is the finished piece, and again, I really just like the rocks turned out so realistic on having the light on the inside and the shadows painted into the back dark sides. So I haven't really done much terrain since we did the big treasure trove, which launched this series, but I have done a couple pieces. So the fire pit is my brother-in-law's along with this treasure box. So the fire pit and the treasure box both go back to my brother-in-law now that they're painted. And then I also did a bottle rack that could be for a bar or an alchemist or anyone else that would have a bunch of bottles in a shelf like that. So this has been Terrain and Treasure Trove Tuesday. Next week I'm going to be hitting some of the accessories that'll go with the fire pit. So I've got a spit and a cooking pot. We've got a couple of bedrolls and things that you would find around the campfire. So I'll be painting those up for next week's Terrain and Treasure Trove Tuesday. And thanks for sticking around. If you like the video, like, subscribe, hit the bell, and we will see you guys next time. Thanks, Internet.